This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Sophia Yvette.
Welcome to the Good Neighbor Podcast. Are you in need of a loan brokerage? Well, one may be closer than you think. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing your good neighbor, Jacquelyn Jackson with TDJ Equity Funding. Jacquelyn, how are you today?
I am doing very great, Sophie. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Well, we are excited to learn all about you and your business. Can you start by telling our listeners just a little bit about your company?
Yes, I can. And again, thank you, Sophie, for this opportunity. TDJ Equity Funding, we are in Frisco, Texas, well, locally and nationwide. We are a loan broker company that works with business owners and real estate investors. We help you get funding for your business as well as we help you get funding for your real estate investment deals as well.
So, Jacquelyn, how did you originally get into this industry?
Well, Sophie, it actually started by accident. I've been in business for over 25 plus years. In that time, I have owned 7 businesses. I've sold 3 and I closed one because I didn't know how to sell it. And I still own 3. So I'm a business owner first. So one of my first companies was an advertising agency where I was actually helping people to put packages together to get funding to do advertising, something I kind of like. But then I started getting calls from the bank asking me to clarify certain things and parts with the client. So I took that into consideration and realized, wow, they are really needing someone to clarify between the lenders and the actual business owners. So I started putting things together, and I'll be honest, with the help with a lot of the banks and some of their bank managers, they helped us to kind of get a clear of what they're looking for, what they needed. And that actually started off where I actually reached out and started helping a lot of business to get funding. So like I said, it was an accident. I kind of fell into it, but I'm in it. I love it. And like I said, as a business owner, it's something they definitely need and we want to help them with.
Amazing. Now, having so much experience in your industry, what is the most common myth or misconception you typically come across?
A great question. Oh, Sophia, a great question. There are many, but the main one is credit. Everybody believes I have to have so much perfect credit. I can have great credit that I can go do it. When you're dealing with a business loan, it's more than just the credit. It's more of the cash flow of the business. That's the misunderstanding a lot of people have, or the misconception they have, because they really believe, well, if I can keep up my revenue and I know I have this, I'm fine. Financial documentation is so important. So the biggest myth, they figure I have a great 720, I can go to the bank, I'm gonna get a loan. We've had a lot of people get disappointed because it wasn't just the credit score. So a lot goes into it. That's why it's important to have a loan broker or anyone that they can actually go through and make sure you have all the things that's needed for the processing of a loan.
So, Jacquelyn, we know marketing is the heart of every business. How do you currently market your business, and who are your target clients, or who is your target audience?
Well, our marketing that we have is not necessarily, we benefit from a lot of social media, which we do get a lot of people to come in from that. Our biggest reward, I know it's old school, but it's word of mouth. Word of mouth works very good for us. A lot of our clients come from other banks where the banks say, hey, we can't do them. Can you help them? So we have a lot of referrals from the national banks as well as the local banks and SBA lenders. They send us and they say, hey, we can't help them. Can you? Because we are loan brokers, we deal with over 200 different types of lenders. But the big thing that we deal with is that we have things that can custom for each business owner based on their situation. So that's where a lot of us has taken off. Now we're building up our social media because we do want people to know us. But a lot of our stuff has come from other clients and from other banks sending us people.
And Jacquelyn, have you ever thought of having your own podcast?
Well, funny you say that, Sophia. I do. We have our own podcast. Thank you for asking. TDJ Equity Funding Insiders is a podcast that we have that really is open up to just like processors. We do loan officers. We do real estate investors lending. We're giving that an insight of the people that's in the physicians to actually help you with the money. You know, the things they want to say when you're in front of them, but they can't say. Well, we have them on our podcast so they can give us some insights. How should we do or what should we do? And that's what we have now. So definitely they can go to YouTube and see all the podcasts, but also they can see the podcast on any type of platform they already have. TDJ Equity Funding Insiders.
Now, Jacquelyn, we know you're a business owner first, but what do you like to do for fun?
Oh, I love fun. I love fun. Well, my major fun that I really like that can go along with the business would be I love to network. You know, the business networks, going out and meeting people when I can. A lot of our ladies get out and do a lot of it for us, but I try to get out when I can. And when I do, I love it because I go into a network as if, what can I do with this person that's in front of me? How can I help you? Because everything might not be directly me, or it may be a service or product we have that you may need. It just may, you need a referral. You need a contact, someone you need to talk to. And that's what I try to do. So I feel so good when I can go in and I can actually help everybody that I have a business card from. It's something I can give you. So that's what I like to do when I'm not working.
Well, Jacquelyn, sounds like you really have a heart for helping others. For you, where does your heart for helping others come from?
Well, it's basically come from, remember I told you about being in business so long that I'm a business owner first. So that means this, Sophie. I know the pain when you can't make payroll. I know when you slow getting money from vendors. I know how it is when vendors are not paying you or clients are not paying you. So having that experience gave me more empathy to work with the businesses that come into our office. That's why we set it up where it's not we're fitting you into the bank's box, but I'm finding a lot of lenders that can fit in your box because everybody's situation is different. Nobody has a cookie cutter on running a business.
Most definitely. Now, where can our listeners go to learn more about TDJ Equity Funding?
You are welcome to go to our website and book a conversation. It's www.tdjequityllc.net. That's where you go in and set one up where if you just want to call and say, hey, this is what I look like, how would I help, what I need to do. One thing we try to do, if I can't help you, I'm going to give you steps that you need to take. Again, being a business owner, steps you need to take in order to get the funding that you need. That's the difference that we have with us. And that's why our passion is like it is.
Well, Jacquelyn, I really appreciate you being on this show. We wish you and your business the best moving forward.
Thank you, Ms. Sophie, for the opportunity.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnpfrisco.com. That's gnpfrisco.com or call 469-221-9345.